All right, my Taurus friends, how are you today? Michael Eschenburg here, on the stage, bringing you your horoscope, monthly horoscope for August of 2020. We've got a beautiful month ahead. The entire year, I've been really excited for the month of August and what it's going to bring us. Every rose has its thorn, okay? So there's a lot of positivity. Also, there's challenges that are going to be presented our way. Specifically, we have Mars starting its square to Jupiter, to Pluto, and to Saturn. It's going to happen 3 times this year, as well as Mars is going to conjunct Eris, the goddess of discord. If you're not familiar with Eris, it was discovered in 2016. It's a small dwarf planet on the outer limits of even Pluto, okay? Pluto takes 240 years to go around the sun. Eris takes 520, okay? It's been in Eris since 1940s. Very slow moving planet. So we're going to talk about that in a second here. We've got Mercury and Venus both switching signs. All right, the sun is home in Leo right now. We've got Mars home in Leo. We've got Saturn home in Capricorn. We've got Neptune home in Pisces. There's a lot of home energy happening this month. So we should be feeling ourselves. We should be feeling alive, invigorated, re ourselves. I don't know if that makes sense. So we should be feeling more like, yeah, I'm me and I love being me. I'm the happiest I've been in a long time. I love myself and I love my life. We should start to be feeling those things, which are good things to feel. Let's get into the chart. There's so much going on. I don't want this to be 30 minutes long, but it might be. Just a heads up. Okay. So I've got you set on August 1st, so we're not going to seal this. Okay. On the 3rd, we have the full moon. Okay. The Leo Aquarius full moon. So sun's going to be here in Leo at 11 degrees. The moon will be here in the sign of Aquarius at 10 degrees. This is your 10th house. Okay, now Aquarius is all about the community, and this is about future thinking, and it's a need for us to think outside of the box. It's a need for us to be focused on a vision of the future. This is Aquarius. Now, the moon, though, in your 10th house, this is saying a need for me to pay attention to how I am perceived by my peers in the workplace, okay? It's really interesting how that's going on here. So this is a balance between your home life and your work life, okay? Home here in Leo right now, this is you, the star of the show, sun, home, expressing self, fully expressing self. And this is a need to also see the bigger picture, okay, because we ourselves can, have our horse blinders on and think sometimes rather small, where we, at this month, it's really saying, I need you, my Taurus friends, to look at the bigger picture, much bigger picture. Every door has closed to put you on this path. Every window has opened to put you on this path. And where you're going and who you're connecting with right now, your soul tribe, is extremely important. Okay, so August 3rd, this is going to start to highlight that for you, recognizing your soul tribe and your need for the right people in your life. And the right people are in your life at this moment. On the 4th, we're going to have Mars begin its square. Mars is going to square Jupiter, going to square Pluto, and Saturn 3 times this year. So the very first is going to happen this month, and then it's going to retrograde in September and repeat and rinse. Okay, so Mars square to Jupiter. Jupiter is about expansion. Okay, and this is Capricorn. This is also your 9th house. This is about, for you, this is about education, religion, philosophy, as well as travel. Okay, so there's a lot of energy here between karmically, 12th house is karmic completions and endings, and travel. And over here it's saying preparation, okay? That's what this Capricorn energy is saying, is preparation in abundance. Okay, Mars is saying, let's go now, I want to go, I want to get away from this, I want to just flee and go. And this energy is saying, to complete this mission, there might be something more stable. Okay, we can't, this isn't, it's a really interesting aspect. This is a beautiful balance. Okay, this is about balancing, packing and being well prepared versus when do we leave. Okay, if we just jump on the plane and don't have our bags packed, when we get to the foreign country, we're not going to be we're not going to have what we need. Okay. Now, if we spend so much time preparing and packing our bags that we miss the flight, we're not going to be there. So it doesn't matter, right? So there is a balance between these two. And Mars is saying, let's take action. And Jupiter is saying, expand. Okay. And Jupiter expanding in Capricorn is being limited. Okay. Limited amount of expansion. Or furthermore, saying, do I need more? Do I need more? It's an honest question to oneself this month. Do I need more of whatever it is? More substances, more television, more travel, more books to bury my nose in, more what? You know, because again, this full moon is saying, I need you to, you know, pay attention to the community as well as your career here. It's interesting, right? So that's going on the 4th. As well on the 4th, Mercury is going to leave the water sign of Cancer, thankfully, where it's retrograded this year, and jump into the happy sign of Leo. Okay, so Mercury's fired up, expressing ego expression right now, which is very beautiful. All right, Sun is there expressing itself, Mercury's there expressing itself, and it's what? This is in your place of home and family. Okay, so you're communicating about love and home and family. All right, so whatever's going on here with you, Mercury enters your 4th house again on the 4th, and in 15 days later, it will be in your 5th house. On the 19th, Mercury will move into the sign of Virgo. Okay, now this is really fun, as the sign of Virgo is all about the work that we're giving back to others. However, the 5th house is about creative self-expression. So this is a way that you are giving back to others and creatively expressing yourself communication-wise, and how you're going to apply yourself to others for, in a sense of work. Does that make sense? The way that you express yourself and what's going on, you're going to find it's a way, you know, it's like one and the same of your 5th and 6th here. This means I'm able to do and play around with the things that I love to do, and the things I love to create and play around with, I can actually sell these things for money. If that makes more sense, okay? So Mercury here entering into the 5th house, this is a beautiful way for you to express and to be, as well as it's a way for you to give back to the world, okay? You already know that. This is something that you've been going on for quite some time. It's just solidifying in a beautiful way this month, all right? Now on the 7th, Venus is going to, you know, Venus retrograded here in Gemini. Venus has been in Gemini for a long time. Venus is going to jump into the water sign of Cancer, all right? Venus is lovely in Cancer. It's nurturing and caring, and this is, you know, this is those romantic conversations and us being able to express ourselves. You know, in your 3rd house here, this is all about communication. So you're able to express that of which you love, okay? So you're expressing that which you love, as well as Mercury is here in your 4th house about home and family, and then about your you know, the things that you love to do, your passion projects as well. Okay, so the more that you're communicating with friends and family, and as well as about the passion project that you love to do, I mean, it's sitting right there. You know, it's all integrated. Okay, really lovely month for that. Now Mercury's going to trine to Chiron, which is kind of cool. So something here in the karmic 12th house for you is going to be making an alignment here in the 4th house. Again, home and family is a good way to look at the 4th house. So it means there's some sort of communication, maybe something that had been stalled, or some sort of pinched hose is coming undone in a lovely way. There's going to be answers. Okay, again, that's going to happen around the 9th of the month. Okay, so look for this kind of clarity happening here around the 9th. And on the 10th, we're going to have a grand fire trine, okay, for 12 days between the Sun, Mars, and the South Node. Mars saying taking action. The Sun saying I'm able to completely and fully express myself without being muted, dimmed down, or any attributes of another sign affecting me. Same with Mars. Mars is action. Mars is home in Eris right now. Mars can take action in being action without saying action on what? Action on money, action on thoughts, action on emotions, action on, you know what I mean? So Mars is able to just simply take action. The Sun is just simply able to express and be free to express. And both of those creating that water trine or fire trine to the South Node, saying, I'm going to release. Okay, now for you, the South Node is in your 8th house of shared resources. So what's mine is yours, what's yours is mine. So maybe there was a dissolving of something that had happened in the past couple of months, and things are coming back to you. You're getting everything back to you, and as well as you're releasing what's simply not yours. Okay, so you can fully be yourself and express yourself freely and move toward the actions that you need to do without the hindrance of somebody else's whatever. Okay, that fire trine again is going to happen from the 10th all the way to the 22nd. Really awesome. Okay, awesome aspect of this month. On the 13th, Mars is going to now square to Pluto. Okay, now these are octaves of one another. Pluto is the higher octave to Mars. Okay, Mars is action. Pluto is action and transformation, actively seeking transformation, and this is action in itself. Okay, so when these two come together, action saying, yes, I'm moving toward this direction. Yes, I am slowly, methodically taking the day-by-day steps, the active day-by-day steps to change my life. Okay, now for you, this is the 12th house, which is karmic, and the 9th house here deals with religion, deals with education, deals with philosophy. Okay, so this is an expansion of your philosophy, a transformation in that of which you know, and your deeper understanding of life. And because this deals with something karmic going on here, okay, this is a great release for you. And again, this is going to be a continued theme throughout 2020 into 2021, as that's when Mars in January is finally going to leave the sign of Eris and enter Taurus. Okay, so the next 6 months here, this is again a reoccurring theme, releasing some sort of karmic baggage that no longer serves you, releasing information that no longer serves, headed toward information here that is adding, again, discipline and structure into your life. Okay, really important, really cool. Now on the 17th, the Sun is going to move out of Leo and enter the sign of Virgo, okay, your 5th house. So this is where the Sun gets to express itself freely, saying yes to my work, yes to the things that I'm doing here that I want to create for other people, okay? So this is me giving back to the world, and in what ways am I showing up to other people, right? On the 18th, oh, I jumped ahead. I'm sorry, on what I say. On the 17th, Mercury, Sun is a conjunction. 17th is the Mercury-Sun conjunction happening here in Leo, okay? So the 17th, Mercury steals the fire from the gods and runs ahead into the sign of Virgo, all right? So Mercury conjunct the Sun on the 17th. Again, this is about communication and the fire of the gods and passionately communicating from your heart, okay? This is a beautiful connection. And then right after that, we have a new moon happening, okay? So we have the Leo new moon on the 18th. So that means the moon, Sun, and Mercury are all going to be here conjunct together in the sign of Leo. This is extremely powerful for that Sun-Mercury conjunction as well as the moon conjunction. New moons are new beginnings. And this new moon for you in the sign of Leo, again, Leo is ruler of the Sun. So it's just saying, yes, I have all the passion, all the drive, all the courage, all the strength, all of the things that I need to stay afloat, to stay consistent. Okay, staying consistent. And you're a Taurus, whether you're Virgo, Taurus rising or Taurus sun, Taurus moon, it's about consistency, right, with Taurus. So this is even more saying my personality, the way I'm expressing myself, I'm going to be consistent. Okay, I'm going to be consistent in the way that I communicate. I'm going to be persistent in the way that I express myself, consistent in the way that I express myself. Further, this new moon, new beginning, It's about heart, home, and family here in the sign of Leo for you. All right. So this is saying, taking a look at our relationships with our friends that are family, or our family in general, taking a look at our home situation. And is this something that's consistent? Am I consistently giving to this part of my life? Am I consistently caring and showing up for my home front? Am I consistently showing up for my family? And it's important with this Mercury conjunction that we're communicating to those people that we love, that we care about, that we're sharing this journey with in life, right? So pretty cool aspects. Then the sun, of course, Mercury is going to move into Virgo on the 19th, the 22nd. The sun will move into Virgo. Okay, that's when it's about giving back, shining your light and the work that you're doing for other people. Okay, and then lastly, we're going to have Mars square to Saturn. Okay, not lastly, there's one other thing I'm going to talk about. So Mars square to Saturn. Okay, that's on the 24th. Now, Saturn rules Capricorn, Mars rules Eris, or is associated with, better way to say it. Mars is exalted in Capricorn. Why is that? Mars gets things done. Capricorn gets things done. Why? There's an insane amount of pressure to get the job done. Okay, there's an insane amount of pressure to act to make things happen. Okay, that mountain goat's not going to get to the top of the mountain unless it takes action. Okay, so Mars says, yes, give me a defined goal and I will nail it. Okay, so this Mars square to Saturn is the way I look at it, is a very positive aspect. Okay, this is saying shape up, get it together, let's put one foot in front of the other and make things happen. Okay, we will not get things done by sitting around and talking about them. We get things done by taking action. Okay, so Saturn is saying, look, Mars, we got this to do. And Mars says, aye, aye, Captain, I'm here to do the job. Okay, and there's going to be 3 times these two are meeting up. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is Eris. All right, the goddess of discord here. The goddess of discord. So in mythology, Eris presented the 7 muses with an apple that said, to the most beautiful one. Okay, and the 7 muses fought amongst each other, debating on who was the most beautiful one and who deserved this apple, this gift from the goddess Eris. Okay, now, beauty is skin deep. The actions that took place there afterward are not actions of beauty. Okay, this is part of Chiron's job here for the next several years, is how we instinctually respond to something. Okay, Eris' job is kind of one and the same, is it's letting us know how things are being presented to us and how we instantaneously respond and react. Okay, so Mars, planet of action, meeting up with Eris, goddess of discord, again, it's about the information. It's about the information that we receive and how we respond to that information. They're going to be conjunct pretty much for several months here. Okay, there's going to be a small window during Mars retrograde that it's going to escape the conjunction of Eris and then come right back to it. Okay, not a big enough window. It's a small enough window for me to say that Mars and Eris are going to be conjunct for a hot minute here. So Mars is going to go all the way to 28 degrees, and then Eris is here at 24, and then retrograde back. Okay. So Mars, action, Eris, information, how we choose to respond to information are here in your 12th house. This is karmic endings. Okay. How are you choosing to respond? When information comes your way that isn't the information that you expected, how are we responding to this information? Are we getting knocked off? Are we maintaining? That's the sun right now. And Leo is just like, I need to maintain my beauty. It's not the sun's job to create the storm clouds. It's not the sun's job to rain. It's the sun's job to shine brightly, right? So it's Mars' job to take action and Eris' job to ask the question. So we're going to be presented with things in our life and this month or the next 6 months that are going to put us uneasy. Okay, we're going to actively put ourselves in situations that will make us uneasy because we're going through change. And when we go through change, change isn't comfortable. Change isn't comfortable. And that's why people resist it for so long. So we're going to be going through uncomfortable change. And when that uncomfortable change happens, and then you have this person or this thing saying, whomever or whatever, saying something to you or doing something to you, how we choose to respond karmically also changes how people view us, right? And that's this relationship as well with Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn up in Capricorn. Okay, how people view us. Are we that steady goat? Are we flighty? Right? So these are some of the things that are coming up with us this month. So definitely something to pay attention to, how we respond to other people, and if we're being knocked off of our mountain, and who is worth letting us get knocked off our mountain? What is worth letting us get knocked off our mountain? Right? It's up to you. My Taurus friends, we have an excellent month of August ahead of us. Okay, very excited for you, very excited for the growth that's coming up, very excited for this immense amount of change that's coming your way. It will be challenging, the changes, but this Capricorn nature of day by day, just getting through it, not just getting through it, but practice makes perfect kind of energy. You're going to come out shining on top like never before. And of course you have Uranus in your first house. I don't want to leave that out here. Uranus in your first house, Uranus creates change. Taurus is the sign that doesn't want change. And I'm not saying that Taurans don't want change. I'm saying as the balance goes, we need things to be structurally stable. We need certain things to just be. Okay? Uranus's job is to shake things up. And Taurus's job in the zodiac is to be consistent. A different side of consistent than that fire Leo energy of the sun. That's fire. This is practical earth energy, practical consistency, right? So Uranus making its way over the next 6 years through Taurus, this is shaking up a lot of things. This is going to make anyone that has any Taurus in their chart feel uneasy because of how much change is coming through. But if we allow ourselves to do that and allow the behind the scenes stuff, which is happening in the 12th house here, the Mars, Chiron, Eris, making those connections over there to Capricorn, it's telling us to tighten things up, to get it together, to be a better boss to ourselves, to be a better, man, to be a better woman, to be a better human being to ourselves, to be a better nurturer to ourselves, to be the best boss, to be the best disciplinarian to ourselves. Because when we have that relationship with ourselves, the change that comes through will almost be a little bit easier. It's like jumping on the surfboard and riding the wave. It's not going to be the same every time, and we have to learn how to kind of go with it. So be up for that challenge, and if you're up for that challenge, it's going to be a magical wave to ride in. All right? So have a beautiful month ahead, my Taurus friends, and we will see you tomorrow for the dailies.